Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Thank you very much for having me in this office. Yes, it's true I am based in the US, but I kind of wanted to visit the CPIC One Home London office for a long time ago. And yesterday, because of some travel issues, so I had the chance to be in the London region. And I decided to stop by, and this is what brought me here. Well, last September, I was in the Karachi office. It just simply happened to be I was there in Karachi for something, and the office for CPIC is just like a walking distance from the PC Hotel. And I was with my brother, and he was not much enthusiastic about Gwadar, and he thought I was crazy. But I wanted to have him take a look at the people that I'm working with, and also to see the actual site. So that's how I visited the Karachi office. I was received very well, and then the information that I was looking for, I was provided without any kind of issue. But it was a good experience visiting the site office in Karachi. That's I'm talking about the actual offices. So London office and Karachi offices I have visited. So I always wanted to invest in Gwadar, and there is a reason why I wanted to do that. It's because we are from Pakistan. We are spread all over. We are spread to all over different countries in all over the world, and we help develop so many areas, so many cities that were not there a few years ago, a few decades ago, such as Dubai or even in the US. If you are living in any part of the country, the US is not all developed because it is too big. But we are the people who invest our money to help fund the development. So I always wanted to have my foot in Gwadar. Obviously, of course, not just in Gwadar, all over the Pakistan. I am from Lahore, and if you ask any Lahori that, you will go anywhere else other than Lahore, he will absolutely say no. But I think that's a wrong mindset. So when I saw the opportunity to invest in Gwadar, that was 18 or 19, I can look into my phone, when there was an event. When there was a CPIC event in Baltimore. I happened to be in Saudi Arabia at that time, but I asked my wife to go ahead and attend the event, and she did. And then when I came back, there was another event in New York, and I personally visited there and met Aqib and decided to sign up for the China Park Golf Estate project in Gwadar. And I happened to pick up the best spots right on the golf course, and also 2 other spots within the same area. So that has been my investment with CPIC and in Gwadar. But that's not just the only one. When I say Gwadar is not a small area. Most of the people who visit there, they just see a small strip and they think, oh, that's it. There's nothing in there. But Gwadar is actually very big. The district of Gwadar, when you travel from Karachi, it begins right after the Hangol National Park. And there are different sections. So right now, the Gwadar section that is currently being developed is not just limited to New Town or Old Gwadar or the Singar housing on top of the Kohe Batal. There are many other areas that are under construction, all the way to the new airport and all the way to close to China border. So I was interested to invest in Gwadar, and since I mentioned my investment with CPIC in China Park Golf Estate, I also have a stake in the Singar Housing Society. So it's not that just I am focusing with only one project. I am focusing in more than one project to confirm and make sure that my footing is solid in that part of the country. For this particular project, I mean, I started to visit Gwadar back in 2014, 2013 onwards, but I didn't make my investment right away during my first visit. I made at least 6, 7 trips, met different people, different developers, different schemes and projects. And once I researched about CPIC and their 2 sites, the Port City and the Gulf Estate, I was more inclined to trust these people as fully capable to get things done. So that's what makes me, go full steam ahead with CPGE project, because it is right on the National Highway 10, and it is just like 15 minutes away from the beach. So the other spot close to the dam, and there's a new highway being built right behind the Port City site, is ideal also, but both of these projects have their own merits. And I decided to go for the CPGE, which is the Gulf Estate, simply because it is closer to the beach, closer to waterfront, and all right on the National Highway 10. Yeah, like I mentioned, the location, yes, I visited the site several times. And ever since I signed up, I visited the area, I think at least 4 times already during last 5 years. And it's not just I go there just by myself. More recently, I was there with my wife and kids. We drove from Lahore all the way, making stops in different parts of the country, and then spent a couple of nights in PC Gwadar, which is ideal place to stay. Before that, I made a trip with my brother, and I took him out of Lahore because it is difficult for that kind of people to get out of their comfort. And he was amazed to see the place, see the location, see the development that was happening. 3 years ago, I took my dad, my uncle, my nephew, and then we spent a couple of days in Gwadar, visited a lot of sites. So those are my trips with the family and friends. But other than those, I have visited the sites many times, and it's always a good experience to be there. So the interaction with CPIC has always been very professional. I attended, like I mentioned, my wife attended their event in Baltimore, and then I attended in New York. And then my uncle was visiting from Pakistan, and then there was another event in Philadelphia. So I took him there with me. And he's a seasoned professional, retired officer in Pakistan. So he was very impressed to meet the folks there in Philadelphia event. And most recently, I visited the event in Virginia with my wife and kids about the Islamabad project. So from the very first day onwards, meeting with Aqib and other members right there, and then keeping up with the communication, asking for reasonable accommodation, like, hey, if I pay early, can you like give me this much break, type of stuff. The interaction have been very professional. I have the app from CPIC that has all my investment details in it. The email for customer service, whenever I write, I always get good response back. Even the site visits where I met the site engineers, they have been very accommodating, very upfront, very helpful. I have a couple of YouTube videos where you can see how my interaction have been. And my uncle's visit, he was very harsh to one of the person who owned there, but the site engineer was very calm, very calculated to answer his questions. And we were very satisfied after the visit. And you can see more what I have available on my YouTube channel. So the achievement of bringing and attracting investment to Pakistan, I have seen that CPIC and their team has worked hard to arrange the things as they are and provide comfort to people, not just in UK or US, but I am in touch with investors from even Australia and different parts of the world who have put their faith in in the encouragement that CPIC has pushed for to invest your money in Pakistan. I think we go and sign up here and there, but when it comes to investing in Pakistan, we only focus on our native neighborhoods. I think there is a lot of potential in other parts of Pakistan as well. And I am currently working with CPIC and One Home to actively visit their other sites. I have visited with my wife recently the Lahore building construction place. We were taken there, we were provided very good feedback. Even the hard questions like earthquakes and other downturns of having a property where you don't own the land, like such an apartment or a condo or a penthouse. So people need to understand the buildings all over the world are there. We have seen in Dubai, the buildings once get constructed, it's there. And it's the maintenance and management. And you can choose to live there in an apartment complex, either in Lahore project, where I've seen on One Canal Road, or you can have investment in the Islamabad multi-story project, where you don't have to live, but you can put it out there for investment purpose. I feel I made the right choice. I feel the other people who invested and still holding on to their investment made the right choice. We put our money when there was nothing in there. Now that we know that the sites have been developed, in the CPGE side, I am eager to start my construction anytime. And I was told that since all my documentation have been completed, such as having GDA certificates and other things, I can ask for an approval and get the construction plan going. That was my couple of months before visit to this site with my family. So I'm looking to make my presence in Gwadar, such as the Golf Estate site, and use it to the fullest extent, inshallah.